I've been working on something for the past few months that honestly I didn't think I'd be able to build. A lot of you know that I've always been obsessed with improving my trading process and not just finding better entries but building better systems around the way I trade. So, over the last few weeks, I've spent around 150 hours building what has slowly turned into my own AI trading operating system. For now, it's called Hermes. It's not an EA, it's not a signal bot, it's not something that places trades for me yet. But the idea behind it, it's much bigger than that. So I wanted to build something that actually helps me become a better trader and every single day, and it can actually improve my trading. And the entire platform is built around my thoughts. And what I managed to make with this is basically connected to my CTrader account, where I have my account and my journal, my reflection, everything that I have should, I managed to connect it to it. Every single time I take a trade, it actually logs it, it reads the CTrader history and it immediately logs it here and it gives some impressions. Every trade I take actually feeds the system. So where different AI agents on the main prompt analyzes my performance and the strategy and the psychology and the execution and the risk management and even the quality of my journal. And one of my favorite parts that I managed to build with this one is called the reflection cycle. And this one actually, instead of simply logging a trade and forgetting about it, Hermes, this platform, which, I'm thinking to change the name, so any suggestion of a new name is welcomed. But what it does is consistently reviews what happened, compares to previous trades, and start identifying some recurring patterns. So it's almost like having a coach that never gets tired. On top of that, I managed to connect um, another fleet of agents to it. So as you can see here, these are almost, I think, 18 or 15 agents, which helps um, the whole platform to elevate and to learn from itself. The idea behind was to build something that self improves, and I managed to connect it to um, CTrader, but also to Telegram. So I'm talking with it via Telegram. The core agent behind this is Hermes, but also I used Fable 5 constantly. So this period, as you probably know, it was free. I exploited at maximum. Now, what I want to say is that the coolest thing that I've done is it doesn't just analyze me; it analyzes itself, and the platform is continuously looking for ways to improve. For example, I have a performance dashboard designer, a reflection coach, a portfolio manager who looks if the risk was bigger or smaller, and plenty of other agents right here who actually suggest me things and helps me improve my process. So one thing that I wanted to highlight is that once I planned to do this, I had to think about a prompt. So prompt engineering, in my opinion, is very underrated. I had to build a prompt which knew what I have in mind. So before doing that, I had to record 50 call strategy and fed everything to Hermes, to this platform, for him to know the actual trading strategy. What is a key bow, what is the level, how the way I draw fib, the way I use my indicators, 200 EMA, 200 weekly EMA, what is a monthly level, what is a key level. So the whole strategy, I've tried to teach him what it is. And now when something that doesn't perform well, it knows based on that. It's not something that's done. It doesn't. So don't get me wrong. This is not a finished product. It's still a lot of work in progress because I have a lot of things that I want to improve. Um, but this is still very much work in progress, and there are still plenty of bugs. I still have a lot of ideas that I haven't implemented yet, and a lot of polishing left to do. But that's the part, I guess, what makes it exciting. And every week it becomes a little bit smarter, a little cleaner, and a little bit more useful. And what is surprised me the most is how much AI actually accelerated the whole process. So, for example, if I don't like something, which look, this is a bug which I want to change. The entry, the exit, the stop loss on the main dashboard, it doesn't actually show. It's called not applicable, and this needs to be taken from the journal page, which I have here, and pull this up here. Something else, yeah, you see I highlighted US 30, but in this list I see Bitcoin. So there are still plenty of bugs that I want to work on and create it the way I think it can help me personally in improving my trading. But still, the way it looks, the way it works, and all these agents who, well, I'm talking with them on Telegram, and they self-prompt themselves. So there is an agent who is giving new prompts every single week and every single end of session, and this actually helps the whole you see this one is macro regime watcher, tags each trade with the macro volume regime it was taken in. So everything is taken care of. What I want to add still is main agent who takes care of everybody else, like a manager who checks if somebody is idle, like you see here. There are few which do not work, and yeah, I want to put them to work. For example, the backtest research Q&A. This one is still idle because I didn't give in the information on how to backtest and actually see how the strategy performed in the past. So there is still a lot of work to do, but the way it works now, I'm very satisfied, and I wanted to share this with you, that any trader should actually work with something like this, or at least add his own touch using AI in their trading. And Hermes, the platform that I'm showing you right now, wouldn't exist without tools like Claude, Fable 5, ChatGPT, and the different agents that I've been experimenting with. And the core agent is Hermes. Probably that's why the platform took the same name. But I don't mind. I think it's a cool one. Gonna think about another one later on. It's everything can be changed by using my Telegram. So I talk with it like this. So this isn't the finished product. It's just the beginning, in my opinion. There are a lot of things that I want to change. The reflection cycle, I want to see how many times it actually looks for what it needs to improve. My MacBook is well, this platform uses a lot of CPU, and it's always hot. But over the coming weeks, I'm going to show you more of what's happening behind the scenes, how the different agents, AI agents, work together, how the reflection cycle keeps improving over time, and how I'm using all of this to become a more disciplined and consistent trader. One thing I wanted to highlight is the geopolitics. For example, this is a third-party tool which I pulled up from the internet, is a provider of news events which I normally use, and this is what I wanted to have in the same platform without me looking separately for different news events and check the latest events. So as you can see, I can see immediately all the most recent events that happened in the past days, and I just need to switch the panel for me to look at it. Also, the prices and the main command center are few pages which I look to improve and see over time. But I think a big success is the fact that it actually reads my CTrader, and it gives me suggestions of what happened in the CTrader, in the actual execution of the trades. This is what this were the core idea, to have an AI platform which reads my actions on the market and tells me, yo Dan, that's not good, that needs to be changed, and so on. So there is still a long way to go, but I genuinely think this is becoming something really special, with proper work putting in. So welcome to Hermes. This is the first real look at what's been taking up the last 150 hours, I think, from my life, and there's a lot more to come. If you enjoy this and you want to see the full breakdown video of the platform later on and see the new updates, just make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. It does help me a lot. Thanks for watching. Cheers.